Okay, MarketWatch just came out with this today that Social Security could be insolvent within 8 years. Economist warns. They were talking about the delayed annual report could show how much damage the COVID-19 has done to the Social Security system. This is pretty bad, folks, and it looks pretty bleak. I mean, everybody knew that Social Security was giving out, but it looks like it could be worse than everybody thinks. They went on to say that, how much financial damage has the COVID crisis done to Social Security? We may be able to find out. Also, folks, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here, and you'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly, and ask for some help if you'd like to get your taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days. All right, now the 2021 annual report from the Social Security Trust Fund Administration is expected to drop within weeks, possibly days. And they went on to say here that this will be the first official status report on the fund's finances since COVID-19 swept across America last year. This year's report is already about 4 months late. The report will be critical. One of the country's leading experts is warning that the Social Security Trust Fund could run out of money as soon as 2029, 5 years ahead of official projections because of the fallout from the COVID crisis. Now, that's the warning from Olivia Mitchell, which is she's a professor at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Business and director of their Pension Research Council. It seems that the date of insolvency of Social Security has crept sooner, perhaps as early as 2029, Mitchell says in a new Wharton podcast. She adds that she stated here that so that's in 8 years, and that's partly a function of a lot of people having lost their jobs, so they're not paying into Social Security. She wanted to say that some people have retired early, so they're claiming earlier and therefore drawing down. Now, the last official projection from the trustees that the system would be okay until 2034, but that prediction was made early last year. It's hopelessly out of date, she went on to say. Now, she also stated that this year the trustees are very late, says Mitchell. They have not issued their report, and it's August. They're supposed to put it out in March or April, so nobody really knows what the numbers are really going to be. The Independent Congressional Budget Office has already brought forward its expected date of insolvency in 2032. Almost all of us will be relying on Social Security to varying degrees in our senior years, she wanted to state. And she also stated that some 180 million Americans are members of the National Pension Plan, which was set up by Franklin Roosevelt during the Depression, and it's been the mainstay of American retirement ever since. And then she went on to say that for most of us, it's the only chance we'll get of a guaranteed lifetime pension that's adjusted for inflation. Many could scarcely survive without it. More than half the elderly rely on it even today for at least half their income. The issue here is not that when Social Security Trust will run out of money, the whole system actually will go kaput. It's that the system goes into crisis. And then they want to say here that under law, it could only be under law, it could only be able to pay out a fraction of expected benefits, probably less than 80%. Of course, everybody knew this was going to come. I mean, if you get annual Social Security reports, you can see they give these warnings. I think they're trying to prepare people for just a mass riot or something, because you see these reports that come out every single year. But they went on to say that for years there's been a growing narrative that the situation is hopeless. Social Security cannot be saved, and well, too bad. This could become a self-fulfilling prophecy, but the system will go kaput only if we let it. Instead, there are multiple options for fixing the retirement system on which we depend, involving higher contributions, lower payouts, or both. In other words, raising your taxes, folks, even higher than what it is today. Now, they went on to say that, and there's the old crazy person who thinks we could, for example, save the system by making the richest people in the world pay tax like the rest of us, or just by running America's biggest pension fund like pretty much every other pension fund on the planet. Both of these weird, wacky, impossible ideas would put Social Security on a sound footing without raising payroll taxes or cutting benefits at all. Now, they went on to say that meanwhile, the current uncertainty makes a bad situation worse. And every expert has agreed that the longer the government waits to fix this system, the harder it's going to get. President Biden was elected on a platform of raising contributions on the highest earners and on a promise not to cut benefits. In July, the president fired the commissioner, a Trump administrator holdover after he refused to resign. Now, 6 months ago, Congress spent $86 billion US dollars of taxpayers' money bailing out a private sector pension fund run by the Teamsters. And they went on to say here that all I can say is if they find the money to support private pension funds, they better not cut one nickel from the public pension fund they're supposed to be running for the rest of us. And I think this program, folks, is it's no more than a giant Ponzi scheme. It's going to go down the tubes and probably sooner than what they've predicted. My suggestion, if you're sick and tired of paying in this system, just walk and relinquish if you're a U.S. citizen. If you're from another country that has a system that's a Ponzi scheme like the U.S. does on their Social Security system, you're going to have to detax yourself from that government. You're going to have to be outside that government long enough legally where you're not having to pay taxes on that in that country. Countries that tax worldwide income, a lot of them are in the EU, but they're all over the place. There's more countries that tax worldwide income than there are countries that have real good tax laws. But there are tons of them out there that you can change your life. If you're tired of paying this system, but you're going to have to do some things legally to untax yourself from that. Anyway, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport, as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here, and you'll get new videos automatically. And don't forget to hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Hit the top bar that says apply with us. Fill out the questions and then hit that bottom bar that says send it to us. We'll get back with you. We deal with over 100 citizenship by investment and residency by investment countries all over the world. And I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.